Howdy folks, welcome to the Let's Play of Spyro the Dragon up from the Reignited Trilogy. Let's see what's going down in the world of dragons today.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Alright, so that was the opening cutscene. That's pretty much the most you're going to get out of this game, besides some dragons giving some exposition here and there in the game. I guess my main concern with that, though, is, like, he very obviously left Spyro not crystallized. I don't know, like, there's a bit of a plot hole, right?
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, the dragons in this game definitely look really good. Compared to the original. I mean, the original's still good. Like, I'll play both. I don't have a preference. I just like playing Spyro. And recently, Crash Bandicoot 4 was just announced, so I want to go back and play through the original Spyro trilogy and the original Crash trilogy. I will say though, just briefly, we have had a Crash 4. I don't know why they're trying to gaslight us into thinking that we didn't have Crash 4 before. We have Crash 4. It was the one on the PS2 with Crunch. And even if that didn't count, we've had numerous Crash Bandicoot games since then, even if they might not have felt like Crash Bandicoot, like Twinsanity or Mind Over Mutant or Crash the Titans. I will admit, those aren't like your classic games, but the one with Crunch, I think that was Wrath of Cortex, maybe? That definitely felt like a Crash Bandicoot game. You know, I had all the warp rooms and the crystals, anyway, whatever. We're playing Spyro the Dragon. Let's free this dude.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Alright, so now we learned a little bit about our companion next to us here. Strange door, strange door. I'm going to collect, this is going to be a 100% run, so I am going to collect all the gems and dragons here first before going into a level.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
We'll see if that actually happens. I don't know. I'm not the best at this game, but I mean, I have beaten all of them multiple times. It's actually somewhat of a Christmas tradition for me to play through Spyro lately, but figured, hey, let's give it a summer go, since I find myself having more time than ever. Alright, come here. So these are all the Norks that have infested the artisan world. I assume recently. I assume that these people weren't just like running around with all the dragons about. But also, like, what are the dragons that you are rescuing even doing? Like, you rescue them, and then they kind of just run away and be like, alright, you got the rest of this one, right? Like, you do meet some of them later in the game. Like, you have to rescue them twice, because I guess they're just incompetent, and that's why they don't do anything. I don't know, maybe it's expanded upon in, like, the, like, Enter the Dragonfly, or other Spyro games I haven't bothered to play. But they all seem pretty useless. There we go. This jump, for whatever reason, I have very fond memories of this jump. Mostly because I can, like, never get it. It's very bad at it. I don't know. There? That looks like a good spot? I don't think you can hover in this game. I think that's a Spyro 2 strat. There we go. Sweet. So you get a skill point, but like, yo, if you want to beat the game, you have to do that, so. Alright, over here is where you end up fighting the boss of this world, but, well, we're a little far way off of that. But we can still take the gems and rescue the dragon. There we go. Hi, dude.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth. But you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other.
How does he know that? How does he know that there's a boss on the other side of that door? Like, I'm just saying, how do you know? Has there always been a boss? Maybe this actually works into my previous point. They're useless. They have a boss here that they can't get rid of. They know about him and choose to do nothing. Seriously, what's going on? What's going on is me ignoring where I'm supposed to actually be getting some treasure from. There we go. A little bit of treasure. Down here is the balloon keeper. They'll take you out to other worlds, but we're gonna ignore them for now. There's a few gems. There we go. There's 100. 100% complete. Okay, and I always like to start with Stone Hill. I don't know if this is like intended to be the first level, but I always consider this the first level of Spyro the Dragon. I also remember playing this game both like on the PlayStation 1 on the actual like Spyro the Dragon disc, but also on like, I think it was this Pizza Hut promotional disc that just had a bunch of demos. And I think on that demo, it was like Final Fantasy 6 or 7? I don't remember. 8, maybe even? But it had this, it had Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and then it had some snowboarding game, which I didn't like. I liked the other ones. I thought those were cool. And of course it had this, and of course I liked it because we ended up buying it. And thus, the rest is history. My childhood was great. Alright. So in the second game, I feel like the worlds have a bit more lore, but in this game, you're allowed to make up whatever you want about these worlds. So, you know, as you venture through, you just kind of think about, what is this place? What is Stone Hills? I mean, it looks like they have like sheep and ram and shepherds that basically want you dead.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Why do you need all those neck watches? Do you look at your neck watches frequently enough? This ground looks a little weird. That might just be my computer settings. Alright. And this is actually one of the shortest levels, I think, in any Spyro game, because like the end's right here. Like boom, there's the return home platform.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first,
yeah, so where's
let me
this?
tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
Oh, Spyro, you little rapscallion. For some reason, I might be wrong. I'm remembering that Spyro was originally voiced by the same guy that voiced the Taco Bell Chihuahua, which is, like, I guess one of the most 90s phrases you can say now, since the Taco Bell dog is no longer used in marketing. I don't know why. It's just, even something like hitting your head on a platform is nostalgic, I guess. Just that type of like feedback you get from the vibration of the controller. I don't know. So much of this game just brings back memories. Let's see. Oh, there's some gems. All right, and we're hearing probably the more challenging parts of this game, which is just getting the egg thieves. We'll find him later. They're not that hard. None of this game is really hard, except for like maybe 1 or 2 levels that come to mind. But getting egg thieves can definitely be a bit of a challenge. I still have trouble with them once in a while. I remember I was doing a race of this game, like a 100% speed run race between a buddy of mine. You know, super casual. And I was ahead for quite a lot of that race. And I ended up losing because I couldn't get an egg thief as fast as him in the end. So definitely annoying.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
Sure.
That.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
I don't know if I will try that one, but yeah, we haven't even flown that much yet this level. Let's see. This area is also strange because you have like these like little towers that prevent you from going out, but you can see other cool stuff out there. So it's kind of neat they added that little detail of like a world beyond. Definitely helps in making this world feel a little more lived in. And I'm always paranoid about gems. Alright, here's an egg thief. You just have to try to catch up to him. Nothing too bad. Always try to take the shortest distance to them, you know. Typically you won't be able to head bash them, but you can always try to flame them. But of course, every time you flame them, then Spyro has to stop, and it becomes its own thing. I don't think I missed gems along the way. This is definitely a level that you'll get turned around looking for gems quite often. And I can't recall if they implemented the feature where Sparks will help locate lost gems for you. He does that in other games. I don't know if he does it here. It's a shame. But hey, here's a gem. Boop. And if anybody watches like the pack opening videos that I do with Kat, you'll know that I'm a fan of this game because I use the gem collecting sound effect as the sound effect every time we get a new card. Just a fun fact that no one asked for. Alright, a few more in the trees right here. And I think that's going to look pretty good. We just got to go find the well. Well, what have we here? It's another dragon.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Pretty weird hipster dragon, like brewmaster there, barista. All the designs of the dragons are really cool. There we go, some yummy corn, or I always want to call them coins, they're gems. Okay, so it looks like we're missing only about, let's see. Oh hey, okay, so Sparks will point you in the right direction. Cool. Again, I'm not super familiar with this edition of the game, so some of the things I might still be surprised to learn and things like that. Like when I was checking my controls there, it turns out that fire can be used as the trigger. Why you would do that, I don't know. You can also barrel roll. I don't think this is ever helpful, but, you know. Alright, Sparks, where are you taking me? You're taking me like around here, but also back towards here. Aha! Why, thank you. And now Sparks wants me to go over this way. Why? It almost looks like Sparks is pointing down, like I forgot something down there. Nope, nope, nope. It's right here. Alright, that's it. Oh, and now if you activate Sparks, they do a little dance. There we go. Alright, very cool. Alright, folks, we're gonna wrap things up then. Again, try to aim for about 15 minutes per video, just so that, one, my computer doesn't explode, but also just to kind of make these videos a little bit more manageable. And to make the game last a little bit longer, because again, this is the type of game I could probably play for years and decades even. I mean, I'll probably be playing this game, you know, all the way up to the late stages of my life at 45. All right, I gotta stop talking. All right, folks, I'll see you in the Artisan world next time on Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. Hope you had a good time, and thanks for watching.